Welcome. Today I'm going to show you how you can use templates in your segment overlap report to see who's your best audience and who's most likely to purchase, and what you can do with those audience or those audience members that don't. So as always, we're going to jump to your segment overlap section, or your navigation section on the left. We're going to click on Explore, and that's going to take us to our general navigation. When we go into our navigation, we're going to go in segment overlap. And as always, it's going to display our default segment comparisons: mobile traffic, tablet traffic, and age 25 to 34. We're going to delete each of those. And what we're going to do, we're going to add two segments for comparison now. You don't always have to add three because we can. And the two segments we're going to add are one, purchases, because this is probably our most powerful audience to analyze always, because we want to see whether it be on a demographic basis, whether it be on a device basis, who's actually a purchaser of our site and who's not. Just as powerful as who's not. And we're going to see that both in both of those audiences in this overlap report. So we're going to click Save and Apply. And we're going to add another segment, and this is a really powerful one to add, is we're going to jump to the templates. And this is why I like using segment overlap. It's so easy to build all these little micro audiences which we want to compare. And we're going to start by adding different demographics. So we're going to start by choosing age. Now, the default on the left is 25 to 54 before we get into this template. And we want to understand a much niche audience. So we want to say maybe from a young female audience, out of that female audience, who's actually a purchaser on our store. So we're going to say anyone between the age of 18 and 24, and we're going to choose the gender, female. Now, you can enrich your audience even further. You can add languages, you can add interests, you can add countries, but we're going to leave that out for now. And we're going to click Save and Apply. And what this visualization is going to show us is out of this segment of females under the age of 24, how many of them are purchasers. And we can kind of see there's this little mini overlap. This is probably 15%, 18% of the audience are purchasers. Now, why this is powerful, it's powerful for two reasons. One is that when we're doing our advertising across any medium, what we can say is that a very small portion of our audience are below the age of 25 and female. And therefore, what we can do is probably exclude that from our other audiences, or at least do a bit of adjustment to minimize how much we spend on that audience. The second thing, which is really powerful to do, and this is why segment overlap is so easy to build these powerful audiences, is to recognize that it's not a homogeneous audience only, meaning that even though females below the age of 25 are unlikely to purchase from us, there are a segment of those audiences, or of that audience, that are actual purchasers. And I need to understand, if I do understand that, and I need to understand that, then I can use that in my marketing further down the line. And what we're going to do, we're going to take this little mini segment where they overlap, and we're going to say, create a segment from the selection. And we're then going to push that to Google Ads to actually market to this audience, because although, as I said, a small portion of our purchases are in that demographic, there are some unique purchases that are exactly in that demographic. And we want to know that, and if we do know that, we want to use that in our marketing to advertise different specials to this audience, to actually reach these specific people, so that we can later provide them value and hopefully get more transactions on our site. Hope that helps. And follow on for further GA4 tips.